That's how I feel every time I come to Amoeba Records. We're here, walking up the stairs. Let's see what I find.
Yeah.
Hey, you love The Who.
I do love The Who. First thing that Matt does when he comes to Amoeba is he goes to the new arrival section. That way you get first pick of what comes into the store before it gets on their proper genre shelf. Matt,
Yeah.
there's so many records here. How do you know what's good and what's not? Even if you don't know about the music or anything about it.
It's pretty easy to tell, you know, if a record's what era it's from, just based on the kind of the cover art usually. Depends on what kind of stuff I'm looking for. If I'm looking for a record from, you know, something classic, I'll keep an eye out for that stuff. If I want something a little more modern, it's easy to kind of pick out what modern records are going to be.
From my experience of record shopping with Matt, I feel like he has a sixth sense when it comes to records. He'll just pick something up that he knows nothing about and it ends up being this awesome album. I don't know how he does it. How do you do it?
You're born with it or you're not.
No, remember you said how you've seen so many records throughout the time that you kind of like know what they all are, but
I can tell a lot of records just based off the cover art at this point before even seeing the name. It's kind of, it's a weird power.
so just by doing this like almost every other day. There you have it, folks. That's the secret. Spend your whole life at a record store.
I go to the staff picks after that because usually there's a lot of good stuff that the staff handpicked to put in this section that wouldn't be on the floor because they like it because it's good.
Awesome. New arrivals. Staff picks. Check. I found what I'm gonna buy. I'm just gonna buy all of these.
I'll take all of these albums.
I'll take all of these. Thank you.
Best albums ever.
LJ, I love you, LJ.
This wall right here is more staff picks. A lot of usually good stuff goes here. I found some of my favorite records actually on this wall.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I will never find a used copy of a Super Furry Animals album. Every time I look. Never find a used copy of it.
Why?
They're all out of print and they're all really good.
What I found very useful is that if you want to start collecting records, to make a list, right?
Always have a list. I have a list on my phone, on my computer, in my brain.
Yeah, and so every time you go to a record store, you go down your list and check to see if they have it in store, because I feel like it can be too overwhelming if you go to a record store and like you don't know where to look and you can forget stuff.
Sure.
So do that.
Amoeba's cool because they have so many new arrivals coming in every day. They have a second section for rock, so you always gotta check out what's going on over here.
So just make a trip to Amoeba, and you'll find everything you want.
And also nothing. It's a wall of rare records. They have them all around the store. Sometimes they're very, very expensive, but sometimes you can find really good deals on very rare records. So I always look at the wall.
Always look up. This is game face. Game face, Matt. No, it's your normal face. Guys, we're in the Brazilian section, my favorite section.
All right, what artist should we be looking for?
So usually I look for my boy João.
João what?
João Gilberto.
Oh, there he is. Anything good today?
No, there's nothing, because everything of his is so good, it always sells out. Antonio has good stuff, Artie has stuff, so George. I like to see George Ben George, who else?
Gilberto Gil.
Yeah, Sergio Mendes. Oh,
Os Mutantes.
But it's always reprints, it's never
Yeah,
like,
you'll never find an original.
you'll never find an original, and if you do, you won the lottery. Yeah, this is my section. This is what I do when I come to Amoeba's, watch Matt, look at records, and my Brazilian section.
I like to look at the African section right here. Look at little Tony Allen for some awesome drumming. Nothing used. All the good stuff would be used. Fela Kuti, of course, classic. Oh, that's a used Fela Kuti. Holy smokes. Oh, look at the corner cut off. What a disappointment. Still might get it. Never know, but wow, that's a shame.
That's cool.
Other side of the store, we are at the electronic new arrivals section. I always look for good down-tempo records here.
Just as Matt said, the record store is a good place to find music. What I like to do is take pictures of album art that I like, that I find interesting on my phone, and then look it up whenever I get home and see what it sounds like. And I have found a lot of really cool stuff like that.
This is the deluxe edition of FKA Twigs' album. They're asking $30 used. I found this here with a slight warp that doesn't affect play for $11.99 not too long ago. So you come here and you can get crazy different prices. Hip hop new arrivals. Everywhere in the store, every section pretty much has new arrivals, so best place to look. Classic album.
My go-to hip hop move is
so I looked around the whole store. I found not that much stuff today. You know, every time you go to a store, it's gonna be different. I got two things I'm gonna get. First thing is Male Bonding, Endless Now. This is an indie rock album. A little noisy, a little poppy, and it's on limited blue vinyl. That's cool. They're only asking $2. I've been trying to see imperfections and I can't see anything, so I'm gonna take a gamble on it. It's a really good price. Then one I can see imperfections on is the American Analog set Promise of Love. This is a lo-fi, slowcore band. I've actually never heard them, but I've heard really good things. I like to discover new music on vinyl. So this has mild wear, it says. They're asking $24.99, but that's a really good price for it. Online it goes for more than that. So I'm gonna take it home. There are a couple little light scratches. Let's hope that it isn't overpowering.
okay, guys. That was it for today's video.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Sandy.
And this is Damn It Sandy, live at Amoeba Hollywood.